So it's so easy to manipulate so many of you. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anna Maria. Today we're going to talk about how to start a wig business in 2026. But we're going to break this up into a series because if I sit and do this video, it's going to be pretty long. So that will help both you and me. You can come back and decide which segment it is that I want to come back and take notes on. On top of that, it's going to help me because I won't feel so overwhelmed sitting down here recording for so long. So we're going to break this up into segments, into a series. And today we're going to talk about budgeting. How much money do you need to start a wig business? Now I know that there's some videos on here that tells you can start a hair business with $0 or you can start a wig business with zero or little to no money. I don't know why people say that. And it kind of irritates me because those videos have the most views. Right now, people are so almost desperate to start a business, start making money, take care of their family, pay bills, just enjoy a better quality of life, right? So it's so easy to manipulate so many of you. But I'm going to tell you the truth. You're going to need at least $1,200 to $1,800 to start your wig business. I don't know if you're going to need more. It depends on you, really. It depends on a lot of different factors, and we can talk about it. The first one is going to be, what type of skills are you coming into the business with? Do you already know how to style wigs? Do you already know how to customize them? Or do you have to pay to get that knowledge and that experience? Do you have an actual hair vendor that you can source the hair from? Or do you have to go testing and finding out which vendors is the right vendors for you to go with? Then you're gonna have to pay for your website. You're gonna have to pay, you don't have to start out with branded, serious, heavy branded packaging, but you do have to get on Amazon and get a little strategic about buying some packaging that will align with your target avatar. And we'll get to target avatars later on in this series, but you definitely have to come in and think about how much money am I going to put aside so that I can get some packaging. And it don't have to be fancy, but I do have to put some money into it. Do you have the products and the tools that you're going to need to style the wigs? Okay. A lot of that is going to go into your budget. You might have to pay if you don't have the skills, because some people can sit down and play with Canva and create their own flyers and edit their own videos. That's another thing. You have to pay for ring lights. You have to pay for your canvas blockhead. You have to get a wig stand. Those things cost money. I don't know why people think that they can just start a business and don't pay money. If it was so easy, I promise you, a lot more people will be doing it and a lot more people will be successful if it was so easy. So with that being said, there's a whole list of things. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably going to have it on this side. I sat this way purposely because I know that I'm going to put something on the screen. So I'm probably going to put something up on the screen with a list of things that you're going to need to invest in when you're just starting out with your wig business, because that's where your budget of $1,200 to $1,800 is going to come in. Okay. So the first thing that you need to understand when starting a wig business is that you're going to need money to invest in your wig business. Now, I don't know if I wanted to put this as another video, but I think I'm just going to leave it on this video. We're going to talk about something else too. We're going to talk about the time that it's going to take you to start this business up, get everything together, and really start pushing content out there. That's another thing that you have to think about. You can't just jump up and say you're going to start a wig business and then start next week. You could, because I'm not going to tell, let me take that back. I don't like to tell people what they can and can't do, because I don't like when people tell me that. So let me take that back. You could, but do you have the bandwidth to do it? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the structure? Do you already have the experience and the skills to jump up and do it? Do you have the budget to do it? I don't think so. So I'm going to speak on a realistic level, and I'm going to say that you can start your wig business up off the ground anywhere between 90 days to 6 months. So what is that? 90 days to 180 days? I think I add that up right. So 3 to 6 months is where I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you that from a strategic standpoint, because you don't want to run into business and hit roadblocks. Let me tell you something. The worst thing that you can do is start a business and then have to backpedal. That backpedaling that you're going to have to do is going to cost you so much money, so much stress, anxiety, pressure that you're going to want to give up. So don't start and then backpedal to go and fix stuff. Start, you're going to have to fix some stuff. But hear me out. You don't have to put yourself in a position where you're fixing a whole ton of shit that you don't even need to have to fix, right? So take your time and just start properly. So the first thing that you want to understand is your budget, and that's this first video is about. I want you to know that you're going to need $1,200 to $1,800 to start your wig business, and then you have to think about how long you're going to give yourself to start this wig business. And when I say start, I mean start and for it to also take off. It can take longer than 90 to 180 days to take off, right? But you want to at least give yourself 3 to 6 months, okay? Sometimes it can take up to a year, but are you willing to sit down and be consistent? Are you willing to sit down and continue to do the work even though you don't see the results? Because sometimes you have to keep showing up before the results happen, right? So keep that in mind, and we're just going to leave this segment as that. The next one that we're going to go into is, I'm so sorry because I'm doing all of this from the top of my head. I feel like when I write stuff down and then I come in front of the camera, it feels a little bit inauthentic. So I'm going to be doing this from the top of my head as if I'm talking to my girlfriend, because you're like my girlfriends, right? And I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you real. So I need to get right back up so I can cuss you guys out, because I'm not finished cussing you out. What are we going to talk about next? We're going to talk about your product. So now I got to go pretend like I'm doing an outro so that I can come back in and do an intro for the next series. Okay, let's pretend like we're doing an outro. All right, so see you guys in the next video.
I won't make it easy for you now.